I'm going to call the January 20, 2026 St. Clair Shores City Council meeting to order. Kendra, roll call, please.
Mayor Walby.
Here.
Councilmember Burgess.
Here.
Councilmember Frederick.
Present.
Councilmember Rebello.
Here.
Councilmember Rusi.
Here.
Councilmember Vitale.
Here.
A quorum is present, and Councilmember Karen has asked to be excused.
Move to excuse Councilmember Karen.
Moved by Mr. Frederick, supported by Ms. Burgess to excuse Councilman Karen. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So we have item 2 is proclamations and presentations, and we have an exciting proclamation. 12U St. Clair Shores Girls International Silver Stick Champions Proclamation. If the girls and the coaching staff would come on up here to the center. Nick, bring them all up. Yeah, we're putting half on this side and half on the other side. Fantastic, nice medals here.
A lot of jewelry.
Yeah, it's clink, clink,
How are
clink
you?
over here.
Very good. How are you? Nick, why don't you sit right up here? I'll read you the proclamation and give it to you, and then you're going to do this good job, introduce all the girls. How's that?
Sounds good.
I'll read the proclamation first. You hold that. Girls, you were fantastic, eh? Did you have fun? Yes. You represented the city well. We appreciate that. Proclamation to the St. Clair Shores Saints 12-year-old and under girls hockey team in honor of winning the 2026 Girls International Silver Stick Hockey Championship. Whereas the Mayor and Council of the City of St. Clair Shores wish to acknowledge the St. Clair Shores Saints 12-year-old and under hockey team who has brought to the City of St. Clair Shores an international championship title. Whereas this team won the 6th annual Metro Detroit Regional Girls Tournament hosted at our St. Clair Shores Civic Arena in November of 2025. That tournament featured a championship game against the Grosse Pointe Bulldogs. Then the St. Clair Shores Saints went 3-0-1 in round robin in the International Silver Stick Tournament in January 2026, beating teams from Boulder, Colorado, Niagara Falls, and Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, while tying the team that would eventually match up against them in the finals. The St. Clair Shores Saints 12 and under girls hockey team is only the third St. Clair Shores girls team to ever win an international Silver Stick championship, beating the Blue Water Hawks from Strathroy, Ontario 3-0 in the finals. This tournament was held in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Nothing better to beat them in their own property, right? Nothing better, huh? Right?
Especially Canadians.
Oh, for sure. Hockey, top of the line. Whereas, with the help of the coaches and the members of this team, demonstrated that hard work, determination, and true team spirit can bring a sense of joy and accomplishment in their lives that will forever help them grow into responsible, self-sufficient adults. Coaching staff, head coach Nick Shenduk, assistant coach Tom Taylor, assistant coach Tamia Castle, assistant coach Jeff Maxwell, and assistant coach Gordy Schaeffler. Now therefore be resolved that the Mayor and Council of the City of St. Clair Shores extend congratulations to the St. Clair Shores Saints 12 and under girls hockey team for an outstanding season and wish the team's continued success in all future competitions. Congratulations, girl. A job well done. So, Nick, take it from here. Introduce the girls and tell us a little about how successful and all that. So take it away. Stand up in the center, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I guess let me first start off by introducing the team. We have 18 young women on our team. I think we're missing one today. I'll read you their names. So Harper Abel, Ellie Carruthers, Rhiannon Castle, Casey Cleland, Sydney Cleland, Cameron Corona, Adeline Gersh, Emma Gersh, Olivia Gersh, Peyton Gersh, Mia Hunter, Leah Maxwell, Sloan Scheffler, Maddie Shanky, Vita Shunduk, Ashlyn Taylor, Edie Taylor, and Ellie Yazbek. Congratulations, girls. So Mayor, City Council, thank you for the recognition. Truly, it's an honor. You know, this acknowledgement is really a reflection of the hard work, the collaboration, and the joint commitment that everyone has had in playing a part in this championship. You know, from parents to players to my coaching staff, rink staff, and especially the city of St. Clair Shores for supporting Civic Ice Arena, which many of us call home during the hockey season. So thank you for having us here, and on behalf of the 12U Girls Saints, we're proud to bring home this championship to the city of St. Clair Shores, the Hockey Association, and Civic Arena. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. You know, the Hockey Association just announced this recently was, you know, it's 1957. So when we're 69 years, it's been a great 69 years. And not only that, it'll be 69 more when we have championships like this and young people like this who continue to play hockey and dedicate their time and their parents and that. So it's a great sport, and we are the original hockey town, although that's what the Wings say. But we're the original hockey town from way back. So we appreciate it. Do you think we have future Lakers here that
Absolutely.
will? So that's exciting. So
Very exciting.
again, we congratulate you and thank you for representing the city of St. Clair Shores in just a top fashion. So girls, well done. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Take the pictures. Anyone want pictures of them up there?
Pictures?
Get right in the center and get those done. There you, yeah, right? They might want some pictures, so take your time. And by the way, I heard, just by the way, girls, I heard that Brandon Abel is taking everyone out for ice cream, I think, right after this. I heard that. It's a fact. He's right there.
Brandon, you're the man.
Good man. You're a good man, Brandon.
You might want to shoot for hot chocolate.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Nice job, Coach. Way to go.
Which one is hard?
Look familiar? Smallest one.
This little girl over there?
Smallest one.
Yeah, they did better. They finished it off. I feel like I know her.
Turn it off. Good.
When you said, are you guys triplets, and the whole thing at once, that was like looking through lines. I think you got your answer.
Right.
All turned in you.
They'd have to answer you.
Yes, if you were a triplet.
And now they have a younger one on the team too.
That's what we were looking for.
Gonna let them clear out for a minute. We'll be all good.
Had all four on the same team, can you imagine it does if you had to travel
No.
for all four?
Lions,
Always get copies.
Tigers.
Mornings.
Item 3 is audience participation on agenda items. I have a 2-minute time limit. Kendra, do we have anyone for audience participation?
We do not.
Thank you. So item 4 is to request from St. Clair Shores Lions Club to be recognized as a nonprofit organization to obtain a charitable gaming license. Come on up. Good evening. Yes, pull that mic down so we can hear you. Introduce yourself, and we're excited for you.
My name is Renee Licavoli, and I'm the secretary of the St. Clair Shores Lions Club.
Okay?
And our major goal is to improve the quality of life of our St. Clair Shores residents by supporting healthy vision, healthy hearing. And we do that in lots of different ways. We participate as much as we can in the community. Right now, we're a group of 11, so we're always trying to recruit new members. So if anyone's interested, we're always open for that. But we do this promotion of healthy vision and hearing through supporting leader dogs for the blind. We have Project Kids Site that we set up at June Festival. And last year, just so that you know, we screened 84 students and young people, and referred 14 of them off to ophthalmologists to get vision testing. They needed additional testing beyond what we could give. We also support Bear Lake Camp, which is a camp for blind children and mentally challenged children. Every month, we attend Salvation Army, where we cook and actually provide meals for the homeless. And we did adopt a family from St. Clair Shores at Christmas. So we are trying to extend our reaches as much as we can, and we are hoping that through the application for this license, that we'll be able to provide or perform or participate in raffles, drawings, and stuff like that, so that we can actually raise more money and reach more people. So that's our goal.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. Hold on, we might have a question or two. Well, not just yet.
All right.
Ms. Rusi.
Thank you. How long have the St. Clair Shores Lions Club been operating as a charitable organization?
Gosh, that's a good question.
It's a long time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
75 years.
It's one of
Okay,
our
we've been around.
longest ones, I know that.
Yeah,
I think it's 1948 or
I think he said 75
1947.
years, yeah.
And this resolution from the local government is a requirement for you to apply to the state gaming division to obtain the ability to have a raffle license, to conduct raffles and, raise some money to, like you said, do more things within the community and support the causes you support.
Exactly, and that's
And-
what, it's a requirement, by
Yeah,
the
this
state
is
of
a
Michigan.
requirement. The way I always look at it as, this is us recognizing you guys as a nonprofit organization operating in the community. So we're like vouching for you, and you've been
Yep.
operating for 75 years. That is a really easy thing to vouch for. I think we all know the good, we even have the mailbox outside
Yes, we do, for-
to collect the used glasses so they can be repurposed. And yeah, and I know it's been used by the community, and you guys do a great job. I'm really excited to help assist you in this next step to be able to continue for another, again, 75 years.
Wouldn't that be
and
awesome? Yeah.
continue to do the good work you do in the community. So I will move to approve the resolution.
Moved by Ms. Rusi, supported by Ms. Burgess. Mr. Rubello.
My only question, did Elizabeth address that, is that Lion Van Beek's
Yes, it is.
address? Okay.
Yeah, he's our treasurer, and
Yes.
because we don't have a home, where we can have our meetings and things, we use his house for mailing purposes.
Yeah, I agree with that. That mailbox thing really turned out good. I mean, they packed the mailboxes, the eye doctors and stuff. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, we're there once a week, and I bet we get over 100 pairs at a
I
time.
mean, it looks like they just unload all the stuff,
Oh,
so, I mean, and
And hearing aids too.
anybody listening, there's a mailbox out in front of City Hall, a white mailbox. Is it-
Yellow.
No, I'm
Yellow.
sorry,
Yellow.
yellow mailbox. Don't put it in the white mailbox. Anyways, they can put their eyeglasses in there.
We actually,
Find ballots and things like that, so I move them right away.
Okay, so, this is just a formality, really, what we're
Yep.
doing. So what a great cause.
Motion by Ms. Rusi, supported by Ms. Burgess to approve the request from the St. Clair Shores Lions Club, asking that they be recognized as a nonprofit organization operating in the community of the purpose of obtaining a charitable gaming license to be considered for approval, which the motion is to approve it. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Thank you. Fantastic. We appreciate your service.
We have a fundraiser coming up.
You did- Ma'am, Renee, if you just go right back to the mic, that'd be great.
we're hoping to set up a raffle to actually carry out at the June Fest. That's what and I did it early because I didn't know how long all of this paperwork would start, but that should be our first formal raffle that we're going to conduct.
Excellent. Thank you. Sir, can you just go to the mic? I know you're,
Yeah.
and say your name.
We post on our St. Clair Shores Lions Club Facebook page, and then we also tie it to the St. Clair Shores residents pages too.
Sure.
And our social media girl does real well with
Okay.
getting that out.
All right.
And that, so when we do get a raffle and a fundraiser coming up, we'll make sure it gets out and everybody.
Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Randy Klinger.
Okay.
Renee's other half.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Bids, contracts, purchase orders, request approval of the purchase order for Lock St. Clair Blossom Heath Dredge. Jason Harms from the whole pool area and Taylor Sting from AEW. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Mayor and Council.
We got Jeremy Schlosky in the back here. Hello, Jeremy.
I'm here tonight to present the recommendation for dredging this year at both Lock St. Clair Harbor and Blossom Heath Harbor. We initiated a dredging contract in 22-23. This is the fourth year of the dredging contract at Lock St. Clair. It's the first time in the last 4 years that we'll actually have to dredge at Blossom Heath. As you know, we contract with A&W to do a depth survey every year. AEW's recommended the removal of approximately 2,200 cubic yards of material from the Lock St. Clair Milner Channel and 775 cubic yards from Blossom Heath. I included a map of both areas in your packet. You should have found a map in your packet. But substantially, Blossom Heath, almost every well will need to be touched for boats to go into them this year. And some of them, there's no water at all currently. Very few spots in the channel, but quite an extensive job to maintain a 3-foot draft here at Lock St. Clair. The administration recommends that council approve the attached purchase order with Dean's Marine for dredging services at Lock St. Clair and Blossom Heath Harbors in the amount of $406,912, which includes a 10% contingency, a budget amendment in the amount of $358,112 for both dredging and engineering services, and permit fees will be required. And I'll open it up to any questions you may have for me or Taylor.
Mr. Lind?
With this as well, specifically when it comes to Blossom Heath, as Mr. Harms had mentioned, as you can see on your map, majority of this is actually in our specific boat wells. There is a very few sections that is in the canal. But with that area that is in the canal, myself and Mr. Erie have been working with Miller Marina because it does service their boats as well. We don't have an active contract with them. There was one that was tentatively started back when we were doing the Blossom Heath pier at that time. However, it never officially got completed back in 2020, 2021. But I do feel that we will be successful in working with Miller Marina. I know Bob's had some very productive conversations where they will cover 50% of the canal, not our portion and none of our boat wells, but in the open canal area.
But the lion's share is actually the.
But the lion's share is majority, as you can see, the lion's share is majority our boat wells. But I just wanted to, we wanted to get that started as well as part of that contract out there. But we can't wait due to the fact of we do have a timeline of when we're able to dredge with our Eagle permit.
Sure. Mr. Rebello?
Yeah, the Miller Marina was one of the questions I asked him yesterday. I was curious, but a lot of that is our boat slips right there. And I can tell you, I mean, even towards the end of the year, I have a boat down there, and it's they were talking a few inches of water. So I don't know. We've been in the marina business, a harbor business, a long time, and this is a high price for this type of stuff. But there's not too much we can do about it. They're not getting their boats out.
Yep.
So, Mr. H2O answered a lot of questions for me yesterday, and one of them happened to be, are we, how low do you go? How low can you go with the water? And I was concerned, should we be digging more up? And you had
Right. So what we're trying to do is maintain a 3-foot draft,
Yeah.
which will accommodate most of all boats. We never want to take more than we need because we don't know what the lake level will be the following
Right.
year. And next year, it will be a good year to decide if we need to take more next year based on this contract's pricing. If we see that the water is still dropping, that'll be a discussion to come up next year.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I had. When do we go back out and take a look at this for bids and stuff? And Chris, Mr. Vitale here, he didn't catch the how low do you go type of thing, but.
I did, I didn't think it was worthy of.
I will move to approve the purchase order for Dean's Marine for maintenance dredging for the Lock St. Clair / Milner Canal and Channel, and for the Blossom Heath Harbor in the amount of $406,912 with a budget amendment in the amount of $358,112, which includes engineering and permit fees. So that's the whole deal, right?
Support.
Whole bundle.
Moved by Mr. Rebello, supported by Mr. Frederick. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Jason, when did they start?
Taylor can answer this better, but they'll start as soon as the ice clears, Mayor. So as soon as the ice clears in the spring and they can get down, they'll start, but
I mean, because there's going to be a lot of demand, there's a lot of demand out here. I mean, we see it actually here in Canal, so I mean, one of the things. I want to make sure that they're coming, right, and they don't get pulled somewhere else.
One of the things that Mr. Lent smartly did is directed us to do a 5-year maintenance permit matching our agreement with. So we're very blessed that we're getting fixed pricing.
Yep.
Because it would be way more expensive right now if we wouldn't have done that.
You've got them coming and ready to go.
Yeah.
Thank you. 5B is to request approval of a one-year extension to contract for Galooey Construction. Denise Pike, CDI Director.
Mayor, Council, good evening. We are asking for the approval of a one-year contract extension for Galooey Construction. Galooey is our road patching contractor that we utilize. He does both the road repair and utility repair work for us in the city. He has been a contractor with us for many years, done a great job. We met with Mr. Galooey and asked him for commitments to 2 items, and those are of note. One is he would hold his current contract prices through this year's construction season, so it would be through June of '27. And also, he committed to providing 3 timeframes that he would be in the city. April, weather permitting, so April, May, and that would be to do the utility repair work for the previous 6 months. He would commit to doing road patching work from July to about mid-August, and then he would come back mid to late September through October to finish any additional utility work that we would have. So we are again asking for your approval to extend his contract until June of 2027. We're also asking for approval of the attached purchase order in the amount of $1,639,500 for fiscal year '27. This is the same amount that was budgeted for fiscal year '26.
Before I turn it over, is the utility issue, right? I mean, we have lines broken. This could be a busy year this year with the weather. So people come in the spring, they want this property repaired, right? Here comes summer and they don't want to sit on stone and all that. So he's committed to be here in that April, May and get that done immediately. And then the fall, the same time as we've had it through the next couple of months, probably not nearly as many, but before they go into winter, that will be completed. We have assurance on that.
That is what he told us.
Okay. Mr. Vitale.
Not exactly related to the bid, but related to the contract. This is something that, as a member of the trash subcommittee,
Yes.
I'm aware that our trash contract expires in June. Why are we having this contract expire in the middle of the paving season? Wouldn't it make more sense to have this contract? I understand it's the end of the fiscal year.
Right.
But wouldn't it make more sense to have this contract extend into a period where we're not actively doing work?
So,
Yeah, I would just say how we have this scheduled and how we've done it even in the past is, as Denise had mentioned, the road work doesn't begin until July 1st. So whatever contractor, when this expires, we will go out to bid. If we have somebody who's not holding their prices, that contractor would be starting the first Monday after the 4th of July, mobilizing, so it'd be able to work within our fiscal year. Unlike with trash, that's their busiest time with yard waste and all the vehicles that they have out. With Galooey or whoever the street maintenance are, and I'm saying this because of how we've notoriously done in the past. Our individual who does our street section and street patching is also the same person who does our restoration for sinkholes, sewers, water mains, replacement, and that. In the winter, as you guys are well aware, that's when all of our water main breaks, our sinkholes and that occur. You cannot replace the road in the winter, so as soon as the frost walls are lifted, this is when Galooey and/or whoever the contract is comes in, and that's why it says in mid-April. In mid-April, they do all of the work for restoration. It has nothing to do with the street patching at that time. The street patching doesn't take place until the very first July. So if we were to have a new contractor, that contractor would come in and start with road repair and then do the exact same calendar. So it necessarily isn't an issue of bringing in a new contractor in the middle of the season because his season really doesn't start until July. It's just the only work that he's able to do in April when the frost laws are lifted is any of the restoration work for him, water main breaks, and that would be their last job before we would move over to our new vendor. Does that answer your question?
Somewhat. I still, I understand what you're saying. It's just the idea that.
They should work throughout the year. In November, you should be looking at something
Why
like that,
are we
right?
kind of holding to this artificial fiscal year when we can have a contract that carries over and it doesn't really, I guess it's not something to change, but if it's at all advantageous, I wouldn't have a problem with extending a contract out into months where they're not actively engaged, just put it that way. So,
Mr. Rebello.
Galooey's been doing work for us for how many years now?
Since 2019 was the last time that we, council approved, and then we approved an extension in 2021. He may have been here prior to that, I'm not sure.
He was.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
they've been off and on for 30 years in this.
There you go.
Not just here, but Roseville and Grosse Pointe Woods. I
Oh,
mean,
they're-
it's
yeah,
been
they're everywhere
they've been
in
the
this
east
area.
side mainstay doing concrete patching in all of our communities over the
Right.
years, decades.
Okay, so he's pretty familiar with us. I mean, I've
He is.
seen him around, talked with him plenty of times and stuff. He seems like he cares about the city a lot. And, I brought this up before about, he had held his prices before for us. So I think maybe we can look at doing a little bit more of this type of work while these prices are still being sort of managed and still being, I guess, held down, lowered. So I'd be interested in exploring something like that at the given time. But I will, the bids and all that type of stuff, these type of things, though, are still, the cement is still rising. And the costs are rising to this still. And, hopefully one day we're going to be sitting up here where the prices are all going to, even out and maybe even lower. But as it is right now, this stuff's still going up. And one of the reasons why I'm in favor of extending this is because we don't know what happens if we let it go, and it'll go up again, and this will all go up. These prices will go up higher. So I will move to extend the contract with Galooey Construction through June 30, 2027, at the current unit prices.
Support, with a comment.
Okay, moved by Mr. Rebello, supported by Mr. Frederick. Mr. Frederick?
So I had the chance this summer to watch Galooey firsthand, because they were on our street doing some stuff. And they tore up some pavement, and I don't want to say Edison, the Consumers Powers folks, when they had originally put the gas lines from our side of the street to across the street, were just under the pavement, not even buried. And so they broke a couple of them. And, consumers came out right away and, got that repaired, got it down to the level it's supposed to, and they tunneled to the house and all that. But they also tore up some sidewalk slabs to get that done. And it was just before Halloween. And I can tell you that Mr. Galooey and his son came out there and said, you know what? If we wait for consumers to do this, they may not come back till next year. He goes, why don't we just, we're gonna have the cement trucks here anyway, let's just do those slabs and get it done. And I don't even think he charged anybody for it. So, I mean, this is a great company, solid, been here a long time, and I'm super comfortable having them do even this work and even more work next year.
Ms. Rusi.
Thank you. Well, like the minutes reflect from February 20th, 2024, when this was last extended. Ms. Rusi said she does not vote for no bid contract extensions. Again, I don't vote for no bid contract extensions when done in lieu of rebidding. This is an extension of an extension, I think, so
Okay.
I'm sticking to my principle.
Mr. Vitale.
I should have commented on pricing my first go-around. I'm not aware of anything that's cheaper now than it was in 2021, so I'm okay with this. And to build on that, what Dave said, I think is a good point, that if they're gonna hold this, and we know it's gonna go up, why don't we let's just exploit it, make more use of it.
We'll have those conversations during budget, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
Moved by Mr. Rebel, supported by Mr. Frederick, to extend the contract with Gluey Constructions through 6/30/2027 at the current unit prices. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
No.
5-1, it passes. Thank you. Item 6, consent agenda.
Move to approve.
Moved by Mr. Frederick, supported by Ms. Burgess. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? 6-0. Thank you. Updates and follow-ups. Mr. Lent, item 7. Mr. Lent, updates and follow-ups from item 7.
Getting it out. Thank you.
The 6F, yeah.
Ms. Rusi requested a review of board and commission members' compensation for potential adjustment. A review of compensation for boards and commission has been placed on the January 27th, 2026 Council Subcommittee on Boards, Commissions, and Committees agenda.
And we'll bring that to council then, as a
Of course.
recommendation.
We will. And then Mr. Vitale requested that additional surface options beyond asphalt and cement be included in the bidding process for the Bryce Park walking path. Fishbeck is exploring alternative surface options, including but not limited to mulch and compacted limestone as a more cost-effective solution, while ensuring that the surface would also qualify as a multimodal under Act 51 funding. These options will be included in the bid. Ms. Rusi noted the delay in the city council receiving some boards and commission minutes for city council to receive and file. She requested that a quarterly follow-up be conducted with boards and commissions to ensure minutes are submitted timely. The city clerk's office tracks the minute submissions from the boards and commissions and currently conducts follow-ups twice a year. Per the council's request, the follow-ups have been increased to quarterly.
Just
Ms.
a
Rusi.
quick question. How are the minutes currently submitted by the various boards and commissions? I would assume it's done via the staff liaison to the clerk's office, correct?
Each one's a little bit different. Whoever is the secretary slash individual for each one of the boards and commissions will typically get it. I do know that when the clerks need some, they will reach out to the staff liaison and say, hey, do you know who's on the minutes? And then just making sure when people miss meetings, that minutes are being taken and qualifying and getting those in.
I'm thinking maybe something to explore to consistify the process, which I think would help speed things up, would be perhaps, I know how the council meeting agenda packets are, the information is uploaded to a system for the clerk's office, correct?
Yes.
Could a similar mechanism be made via that same software for the staff liaison to upload the minutes after they're approved, so the clerk's office receives them that way? Perhaps if there's some consistification here and we utilize the existing infrastructure we have, they're already used to submitting council information that way. If they could submit the minutes after the committee and board or whatever approves them to the clerk's office via maybe an upload through that system versus this ad hoc email system, maybe that would help make things speed up a little bit and get some consistency so the clerk's office receives them more timely so they could get them to us as part of our next agenda packet a little bit more timely.
Yep, we can definitely look at that as a possibility. I know there's also some things as well, I mean, with some of our commissions, some of the people who are taking the minutes, technology is not one of their strong suits. So, you know, one of the other things that has been mentioned to look at is also there's significant AI programs that are able to help take minutes.
Oh, God,
So,
AI
Yeah.
raises a few red flags with me, but that's another issue. I'm just talking about getting them submitted after, not the minute taking per se, but the submission after the minutes are taken and approved. Perhaps if we utilize the same structures we utilize for council agenda packet items, as those are delivered to the clerk's office, maybe just empower the staff liaisons to have that as part of their staff liaisonship duty to the various commissions and boards versus having it be up to the boards and commissions how it's done. That way, there's a little bit more, again, I hate consistification, and a little bit more accountability, perhaps.
Sure.
Thank you.
Item 8 is Item 8. Item 8 is comments from my individual council members, Mr. Frederick.
Thanks, Mayor. First, just a couple of questions, requests to just take a look at and maybe get back to us on this. Some of this might be for Mr. City Attorney, some might be for staff. I was approached by a resident who wanted to know and had some information regarding the regulation of low-air drones. And I guess this is something that's going on around the country where they're looking at that regulation for a particular city so that we're not, in any kind of conflict. I know we have our own drones, but I'm just wondering if that's something that we can just double check with and see if that's something that we need to do.
All right.
Secondly, and Mayor, I think I sent you a note on this too. It was the substance kratom.
Yep.
And some other similar substance.
Yes.
I just wanted to officially get it out here that we should start looking at regulation for that because it's an opioid thing. And Candace, you have more information on that
Yes,
too?
I
Good,
do.
good. And then as far as library, construction's going great. We're looking at possibly opening sometime in May and June. So for those of you maybe who don't know, we're under renovation. And even though we're closed because of renovation, we're still loaning out books. And you can come pick them up if you order them. And then the other thing is we have a lot of digital stuff available as well. If you go to the website, you can check all that. And the only other thing I want to say is and I'll be the first one here, and I'm sure everybody's got a gala story, but we had our 75th annual celebration for St. Clair Shores. It was a gala. It was on Saturday night. It was a blast. Mr. Vitale brought his 1951, because that's the number that's up on our logo up there, that brought his 1951. What make is that?
You really need to ask.
Is it a Ford?
It's Chrysler.
Chrysler. He worked at Chrysler. I'm giving him some hard time. So, but great band, great food, a lot of good times. Mary, you had a awesome historical speech, which we all counted on, and you delivered pretty well. And I just want to say thanks to the committee and to everybody that helped make that a great night in the neighborhood. And that's all I have, Mayor. Thanks.
Thank you. Mr. Vitale.
Okay. PowerPoint tonight, got a visual audio aid. I'm sure everybody's probably going to have something to say because we've all been contacted. And I've told everybody that, look, until that we get out of single digits, nothing's really going to be effective, et cetera, et cetera. But all that having been said, I guess these are some spots to look for. Basically all of Jefferson. I mean,
Amen.
there's the whole big section that we know is all going to get replaced, which, that's no problem getting that patched. We're not going to rebuild that just to tear it out. But, the area from, 9 Mile to Martyrs, really bad. And then basically from 9 Mile to the end of the city. So, and I was especially made aware of Martin Road, I think turning from Martin Road onto Little Mac was the direction, but, who knows? But those are some special areas of concern to look for. The Bryce walking path that was mentioned, what I really had in mind for that was maybe looking into some of these geoplastics that is like a grid that will hold material in place and keep it from washing away. Some of these are even used under heavy vehicles as driveways and things like that. So maybe that would help us with our modal transportation. And honestly, I think it should score a point that this won't then contribute to further runoff because the water won't run off concrete, it will run through this. So, and I do think there should be a more natural space, especially through the Arboretum. So, this geoplastic fabrics to hold in material is something I'd like our engineering company to look into. Next, this is the Jubilee story part of it. I just wanted to thank staff, everyone who was involved. I know we had department heads who did a lot of the work there and everything like that. And so many positive comments, so many opportunities to really put St. Clair Shores in a great light. You know, Candace Miller was there, the county executive was there, state senator, Hertel, all of our local elected people were all there. And, you know, I've posted some things about this, not just on Facebook, but in national forums. And people were really excited to see a community. There are people from out of town that they don't realize how nice something is so close to Detroit. They're like, oh, I thought Detroit was terrible. I'm like, no, Detroit, not only is Detroit not terrible, but we're not terrible. Don't believe everything you see in the media, but it was very positive. And I've got to say, Mayor, your civic award presentation, you know, I don't think there was a dry eye in the house.
Right. Thank you.
That was really beautiful.
Thank you.
And I've already had a couple more ideas pop in my head for who could maybe be a future recipient.
Fantastic. We do have to organize, we do have to organize how we're going to go forward here on the next one, so that your ideas would be appreciated. Thank you.
But, yeah, just a great positive time and made polishing the car in the driveway, and it was 40 degrees, worth it. So, and with that, I'll turn it.
And I'll just go back to you. I know you're going to be bringing the car out at different events and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm going to try to have it at all the city events. People ask what other events, and I said, we got something for almost every month.
So it'll be out and running because it's great. He put up a. You didn't show your little
I had it behind me, but
okay.
I don't know.
Well, we'll have it up there.
People will see it at another point.
Absolutely.
Somebody will see it later.
It's fantastic. So appreciate that. I think that's going to be a nice display as we go out throughout the year with your vehicle. So thank you for doing that. And there it is. Ron put that was displayed at the event and that. So he will have that. Councilman will have that out when the car's around. So
thanks.
Thank you. Ms. Burgess.
Yeah, the gala was absolutely phenomenal. I wasn't feeling the best, and I tell you, the moment I walked in there till the moment I left, that not feeling good went away because just the excitement, the adrenaline that was in the room, just all the wonderful things and the people, and it was just phenomenal. I can't say anything else great about it than that it was phenomenal. And I think that everybody involved did such a great job. The food was phenomenal. I am gluten-free. And we had 3 people at our table that were gluten-free as well. And usually we get the, bad end of the deal because we're gluten-free. And Barrister Gardens went out of their way with the chicken piccata, and they decided to make the whole thing gluten-free, and they made it with cornstarch instead of wheat just because of us. And I think Pam Mason got on the phone with them, and I just want to shout out and say thank you to Pam. She's our president, or our chair of our parade committee, and also gluten-free. It was just fabulous. And Mayor, your speech brought tears to my eye. Watching Liz Claycone up there, Lil Claycone was just fantastic, and I can't say enough about it. What a great feast. The only other things I'm talking about tonight is a few things coming up. This Sunday is St. Isaac Jogues Chili Cook-Off, and Candace, Dave, and I have been some of the judges for the last few years on that, and it's just a fantastic time. Lots of people, lots of fun, and great chili. So it is January 25th, this Sunday, from 12:30 to 6:30 at St. Isaac Jogues there on Madison. We also have our Aqua Fest this weekend. I don't know how that's going to go off because who's going to want to come out into this cold weather? I looked at the weather forecast, and it was supposed to be like -8 degrees on Saturday. So Have fun, guys. But it's from Friday, the 23rd, it's from 5 to 10. Saturday, the 24th, it's from 12 to 10 at Blossom Heath. There's going to be ice sculptures, ice carving shows, a fire and ice tower, food trucks, beer tent, live music. But unfortunately, we are going to cut the wagon rides because it's not safe for the animals to be out there. And so come out for that if you're up to bundling up. And lastly, if anybody knows Adrienne Reitz, she is our paddleboard bucket list lady here in St. Clair Shores by Trader Todd's Marina, and she is putting on a New Year's Evolution experience. It's going to be held at Brunch with Me on January 30th, and I wrote down a bunch of stuff that is going to feature there. Hang on, should have had this opened. So what do we got here? My goodness. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. So it is entering 2026 with intention, clarity, and momentum at the New Year's Evolution Experience. You'll walk. It's a women's. New Year's Evolution Experience, a deeper understanding of who you are becoming, micro habits that will create real sustainable momentum, clarity you can feel in your body, conversation that remind you that you're not alone, the confidence to expand without apologizing, a community that's going to be there to lift you higher, all paired with after-hour ambiance with a stunning grazing table. For food that night, it's going to be a champagne toast. So if you're ready to begin 2026 with purpose, you'll want to get in on this. Early bird registration is $75, and the general admission is $85, which actually is right now because the early bird cutoff was on the 16th. Limited seats, you can reserve it by going, you can go on the website, the New Year's Revolution Experience, or the Facebook with Bucket List Experience with Adrienne. If you have any questions, you can always give me a call too. It's 248-767-9961. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Mr. Rebello.
Micro habits, mine don't, I don't think any of my habits are micro, they're usually, maybe I should attend that thing. Okay.
We'll put a wig on you.
Oh, I'll get my hair cut. I will agree. I did not know what to expect from that party on Saturday night, but wasn't that a party, Mayor? It was beautiful. It was a beautiful night. It was something, I could have stayed there for another 2 hours. I had a great time. And what were they called? The Blue Water Kings?
Great.
Fantastic. Okay. Just, they did a great job. And it was great to be part of it. And, you know, sometimes when you think of this, because I know you and I like to look back at old pictures and old stuff. And
yes,
maybe someday, like 75 years from now, people are going to look at, like, who are those guys, you know? So
Maybe 25.
for sure.
And I like that. Can you pop something up there? Go on to the next one. Okay, so.
Yes.
Matt, flip to the next one. And then come back to that. Okay. Okay, so there was a picture up there of us. Anyways, there's some pictures of us cutting a cake and so forth from Saturday night, okay?
That was Chris's.
Chris had that one.
Okay, you
There you
had
go,
that,
yeah.
Chris? Okay. Fantastic, okay? What an honor to be able to do something like that for a city that you grew up in, lived in, made a living in, and it was a thrill of a lifetime for me. I'll go back to that other one, if you would, Matt, the other one. Okay. Right there looks like that might have been the first picture taken of the city council.
I would agree, Councilman Rebello, that it's January 15th, 1951.
Right there.
Monday, January 15th, 1951.
And in history's sake, I throw this out there again. Those meetings there were held upstairs on the second floor of the Blossom Heath. And that's where that picture is taken of.
Yes.
And maybe we can work that room into something for history's sake, you know, later on in the year. But it would be cool to do something up there. Okay, anyways, that's my little history thing. And I had a great time at the Jubilee. Great seeing a lot of faces. I'll move
Tom,
on to the next one.
he asked for Tom Welsh, and can I throw
Go
that in
ahead.
there? Well, Tom Welsh would be the yes, he would be the first elected mayor, and then to the left is Bob Harrison, who is 1951. He's just the next person to Tom Welsh. He's 1951 to 52 because they had to appoint a mayor, which they did January 15th, 1951. So he's technically the first mayor, but Tom Welsh is the first elected. And if you go all the way to the left, there is Bob's counterpart years ahead of time. That is John Yo. So the original building, the court building, was named after John Yo. He's a young man in there, and then below is Herman Bryce. So Bryce is the first judge here in the community, and of course, it's how Bryce Park all comes about, et cetera. So I won't bore you anymore. So sorry.
And behind them, that was a stage right there.
Yeah.
And I should say, not a stage, but a platform. And those were where the first court cases were heard back on that, right in there.
Mm-hmm.
So that room still exists, but the wall, there's a wall that covers the front of it now, so you have to go in another room. So if you're ever in the area, I ask to go up and see it, because it's incredible.
And then they came here, and they brought the court. The court was here. The court was here, and the council was here until 1978 when they went across the street. So they were together almost till 1978.
It made it until 1978 here, the court.
Here as a court during the
Incredible.
day, as we were a municipal
10th
court,
grade in school.
and became a district court, and then we went across the street. Okay,
Okay.
I won't keep going, sorry.
That's okay. And I wanted to thank Denise Pike. I want to thank the mayor for getting those signs up on Greater Mac that helps to direct the traffic. If you're driving down Greater Mac and you want to cut up to Jefferson heading east, you got a little smirk on your face there, city manager. What, you got something? You got something to add to it?
No, he's picking on me for to keep talking history, so continue.
Okay. So if you're on Mack Avenue and the construction's bothering you on Jefferson, anybody listening, you can go down Greater Mac between 9 and 10 Mile Road, and you can cut up the side streets, because there's little signs that say, okay, Waves is here, Hook is here, so it'll make it easier for logistics. So I want to thank everyone involved with that.
And if they don't last, you need more. The SCMSD is glad to try to replace them. So just keep them going, and we'll take care of it.
Sure will. That library, I was talking to Miss Rusi here. She goes, if you get a chance to go into that library and see it as it is right now, I can't even believe all the progress they've made in that. And I think it's in April that library's going to be done.
May, June.
And you can get all the stuff that you want. You know, they have a back entrance to the library, and they're back there. They're open for business and stuff back there. So can't believe how big it really is. But that's a big library when you look at it, when everything's stripped away. And good news, I'm looking at it, some things that we got sent to us. 752 permits issued over the past year, was that? Through December, we issued 752 permits. So the city's moving along. That shows that there's action. And 63 new certificate of occupancies, which is incredible. Those are some good numbers, Denise. So the last thing I wanted to add is there was a couple things in the consent agenda. I'd just like a little bit more information on it, when possible, about the hazard mitigation plan, okay? That's one of them. And the other one was a poverty exemption packet. And I'd like to see how we sort of promote that and let people know what's going on, because those are two pretty big things from what it looked to me. Thank you, Mayor.
Just real quick with the hazard mitigation, if council remembers, any of the large packets that has 5 years or something, we try to give it to you early to review. That'll be actually coming in front of you at your next council packet, but rather than giving that to you on a Friday and having to read everything up to a Monday, you receive this almost 2 weeks early.
So if we have anything to question or add or subtract or whatever, we can send a thing into you.
Yes.
Yep, we just wanted to get the big packets like that early so you have plenty of time to read it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Rusi.
Thank you. Echo my colleagues' sentiments about the anniversary gala on Saturday. It was a really nice evening. Thanks to the committee for putting that together. It was really fun just being in the city. All these people from different aspects of the city, and to have everyone together to celebrate. It was a really nice occasion. So thanks to everyone who put that together and everyone who attended for supporting that. Quick thank you for the surprise that was waiting for me at the council table. Dave got one too from Lakeshore Public Schools, a certificate of Shorian Love for this year's school year, which was a nice surprise. I'm a 1999 alumna of Lakeshore, so I especially appreciate receiving that from the school I went to. It's really nice what they do. Quick announcement: the Lakeshore High School musical is coming up. They're doing Rock of Ages teen version. It's PG-13. So you could check out the Lakeshore High School Musical Group Facebook page for information on how to obtain tickets. They are doing performances on January 29th at 7, January 30th at 7, January 31st at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. So 4 performances. Come support the talented students putting this on. And our live music band is a real band called Morbid Massacre, a group of current and previous Lakeshore students. They're all legit musicians and players, so it should be a really fun performance, and we'll showcase a lot of talent that we have right here in the community.
What were they called?
They're called the Morbid Massacre.
What a name.
It's a PG-13 musical, Dave, so. So check out the Facebook page, Lakeshore High School Musical Group, for information on how to obtain tickets and on the performances. And finally, it was mentioned the Kratom ordinance. Ron, Linda, Dave, and myself all attended the CARE meeting. We had someone from SNAP, the Shores Network for Action and Prevention, here at the last meeting invite us, so we went to the meeting. Apparently, Clinton Township just did an ordinance saying the minimum age of purchase for 21. Doing some research, we did like the vaping ordinance back, and I think in 2018, 2019, doing something similar as a stopgap for until the state started regulating these things. So looking at what Clinton Township did to set the minimum age, looking at what we did for vaping, e-cigarettes, et cetera, back 2019. I'm working on a draft ordinance for our consideration to do the same thing, to set it to 21. Clinton Township ordinance, looking at it, it's very simple. Looking at what we did for vaping, we'd like to be a little bit more, I think, verbose. So I'm kind of finding a happy medium so it fits into our ordinance structure. So I'll be able to finish that, get a draft for administration to look at and review. This is an over-the-counter unregulated herbal drug. The FDA has issued a lot of warnings. There's actually some pending legislation up in the state, when or if they'll take action on that. Just like the vaping thing, they eventually did, but we did ordinance as a stopgap to help our police regulate it citywide until that happened. So SNAP and the CARE organization were educate us on it, and we're pretty adamant that this is being sold in the community, and this type of ordinance would help protect the kids. They said right now they're doing a survey of where it's being sold. They haven't found it in gas stations. They haven't found it at party stores. They have found it at some of the tobacco type shops. So this is being sold in the community, and right now is unregulated. And there are some, if you look up, it's KRATOM. If you look it up, there's a lot of concerns about this type of substance. So I will finish doing the preliminary draft, and I'll get that to administration, but I figure that would be a good starting point for us to maybe follow Clinton Township's lead. They're the first in the county, and see if we want to address this locally prior to it. Hopefully it's addressed eventually statewide, so.
I couldn't believe how much there was.
Oh, yeah, it's scary. They gave a very good presentation, and they said they would be willing to help educate us as a whole, bring someone to the meeting, give us some information. So it was a good meeting to attend and something they definitely are advocating for. So, okay, that's it.
Thank you. Item 9, city manager's report.
No report.
And item 10 is audience participation, a 5-minute time limit. Views and opinions expressed under audience participation on the views of the individual citizen and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of the mayor, council, administration. Anyone would like to speak? Yes, ma'am, come on up here. And we just need your name and the city. No, just your name and the city you reside in, and then they'll show you where to sign in afterwards. But pull the mic down so we all can hear you. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Robin Heinzman. I'm with the St. Clair Shores Green Hornets. I've been part of the Hornets organization for many years. I'm a 1971 Lakeview graduate. My kids have attended Lakeview as well
Sure.
as my grandchildren.
Do you live in the Shores, ma'am?
So I live in the Shores now, too.
Thank you.
So the reason that I'm here is because the Green Hornets have been in existence, Black Knights Green Hornets, for over 70 years. And we have always we're a nonprofit organization, and we've always worked within our means of using the football fields at the high schools, the junior highs, and most recently Kennedy.
Sure.
Kennedy is now being taken away because they're building a lacrosse field over there. We can't use any of the middle schools because they all have their own football teams.
Okay.
And so we can't use the high schools because they use the football for practice as well. So an organization that has been in St. Clair Shores for so many years, I find it hard that we can't find a way to accommodate us to continue moving forward, because if we don't have a field, we can't play. It's just that simple.
Right.
And so there's a lot that goes into the Green Hornets. I was a cheerleader for the Green Hornets back in the 60s. My brothers played for the Hornets back in the 60s. My sons played for the Hornets. My grandsons played for the Hornets. So this is not a fly-by-night quick thing that's not productive for the city.
Yep.
It's taking the kids off of the streets. It's the coaches work with the kids to make sure that they're doing their schoolwork as well as playing football. It's a well-rounded program. My son is not only the vice president of the Green Hornets, but he's also the varsity coach. And the parents are very impressed with the Green Hornets mentoring the children that have issues in school besides just playing football. So I would hate to see this program end over something as simple as someplace to practice, because Lakeview has always allowed us to rent their field for games, but we can't have a field for practice. I would like to propose, and I'm not prepared with any stats, numbers, or anything, but where the old Gordie Howe Arena is, there's a building up for sale there that's right near Kite Monroe. We provide hockey, we provide soccer, we provide baseball, but we're not providing anything for football. So if you could purchase that property, turn it into a field that could accommodate football as well as lacrosse, rent it out, whatever, we could continue to move forward. But right now, there's nothing available. So we're really in dire straits right now. And I hope that St. Clair Shores would respect our longevity and the fact that we're a nonprofit. We don't have deep pockets. I got a pocket watch here, but that's as deep as my pockets go. So we would like to be able to continue our organization.
I would just comment on that. Actually, when the Fisher went up for sale, which is a number of those buildings there, we as a city did actually meet with Mr. Fisher and walk through it, just so everyone knows. We did actually look at that, and to take the old Gordie Howe is millions of dollars. So it would be an enormous undertaking at that. But I'm not here to say any more than that. But we actually did have walked through these places in there, and since Gordie Howe, they've put a lot of stamping plants and stamping machines, so it's a manufacturing building today. So
I understand that.
Sure.
As my son's worked over there. So I'm very familiar with the Fishers.
For sure.
But I understand that the Fishers donated some of that property in the past, have they not?
Ma'am, not that I'm aware of, but I don't.
It's just was told to me that they donated that property. So I understand you guys don't have deep pockets as well, but
Sure.
There's got to be some type of solution that's available to allow us to continue this program that's so extremely important to the
Sure.
youth here in St. Clair Shores.
Okay. We'll certainly work with our Parks and Rec Department.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Ma'am, could you sign in? And then, yes, ma'am, come on up. Just the name and city you reside in would be great, thank you. Then you can sign in after, too.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Cowart. I am the president of the Green Hornets. I live in St. Clair Shores. I was not born and raised here, but this is our home. This is where we've chosen to raise our family, be involved in the community. My child goes to Lakeview. He participated in the football program. We love this city. We love everything about this city. We pay a lot of taxes to this city because we have a home with, in addition, an extra lot. So we pay a lot of money. And we are struggling as Green Hornets. We're a 501c3. Since I've become the president, we have worked diligently to make sure that everything we do, we're giving back to the community more. We're paying for opening day for Lac St. Clair. We were doing Aquafest for a little bit. All of the people that we choose to support, all of the businesses are local. The furthest really that we go for even trophies and sports equipment is East Point. I mean, we try so hard to keep our kids and our money in this city. And unfortunately, I mean, I think we are the longest standing youth sports in the city. We are the only youth sports in the city that are not part of Parks and Rec because we've been told a couple of times it wouldn't really benefit us because there's no availability for us. I and my team service probably 190 kids on our best year. Probably 150 of those are from St. Clair Shores. Most of them end up going to South Lake, Lakeview, and Lakeshore. Lakeview's awesome football team this year, best they've ever done. I believe we had 9 Hornets.
Oh, great.
And he coached them. That's our vice president. We're doing everything we possibly can. We joined a new league to make sure that, while we're growing and our expectations for our kids are growing, they're playing with the same type of people and they're surrounding themselves with the same type of people. Now that league, we're losing kids in droves because that league is far more competitive. All of those cities support and provide a place for storage, which we love our shack, near and dear, a place for practice and a place for games. We're paying for games. We're very, very blessed that Lakeview and South Lake have kind of cut us a deal, but we're paying that. And we can't keep low registration costs when we have, $60,000 in new equipment for a new league, for fees, for everything that we're trying to do. We have to have helmets. We have to have our cheer uniforms. Cheer uniforms are like $120 a piece. And there are no other cheer programs around here at all. We can't even find gyms to help support or sponsor us. So now if our cheerleaders are trying to get out of the rain so they can safely practice tumbling, we are looking at $80 a night. We're just looking for some support from you guys. We have looked at Taylor Elementary. We're not getting anywhere with the superintendent. We followed up with Mr. Rubello and his idea for Chippewa. Unfortunately, I don't think parking would work. We're not opposed to that. We are looking for anywhere we can. We don't want to go out of the city. We have a field out of the city. I don't want to do that. Lastly, we are also not just a 5 through 13. We have a lot of our kids that are in high school that come back and they do their volunteer hours with us. We are keeping kids by mentoring them and keeping them out of vapes and bullying and all of that. Like things that happen in school, my coaches handle on the field as interpersonal relationship skills. So it's not just football and cheer, but it's massively important to these kids and their community and our community. And there's nothing we can do this year. Every year we're fighting for stability. This is the year I don't see a plan moving forward.
if, I talked to you a little earlier, so if you just give me your phone number, that would be great. And, Thank you. Anyone else before we come back to mayor's comments? Okay, no. All right, then last is mayor's comments, and I would just, we'll follow up. Matt, you got a couple of those pictures? He's got a couple of pictures regarding the gala. I would like to thank, everyone talked about the committee, so I'd just like to highlight the committee that have done this, although we have, I think we're going to see a lot more stuff around the city with the police station and fire station and the library. We've got a number of events coming, a history walk, the Tifa is sponsoring there and Wabi Park. So a lot coming this year in the 75th anniversary of St. Clair Shores. Let me tell you about, just name the committee. Denise, and again, wasn't just this the gala. They're working on some of the other things. We're working with the historical commission, et cetera. So it's more than just this event. But Denise Pike, Rob Spinazzola, Dustin Lent, Stephanie Fair, over there at the library. We got Chief Allen, Chief Piper. They got buildings, and actually this is the 100th year of the St. Clair Shores Police Department. Aaron McBain and Steve Folkrod of Communications, Matthew Baumgarten and Liz Cotto. I don't know if I missed it. I don't think I did. So thank them, just not for this, but again, they're all working and helping throughout the year. Do a number of these events and ribbon cuttings that are coming to St. Clair Shores. It's a big year here in the city. It'd be big if it was just 75th anniversary, but we've already talked about library and police departments and fire stations, so it's big. That is a toast, and so I want to thank Baffin and Copper Hop, who did a commemorative beer. Cheers to 75 years. So it was there at the event, but it will be at a number of our events throughout the year, and you will also be able to get this lager at their locations. I know they've already, I think, he told us 13 kegs, I think he said already. So again, you'll be able to get it at Copper Hop at Baffin, two great microbreweries here in St. Clair Shores. But it was truthfully, it was really good. So thank them for that. And since we're thanking people, again, I know people thanked Barrister Gardens, Jimmy LaHood and Julian and Alexis. They did a great job. Jimmy was there the whole time. Appreciate that. The place looks fantastic. They did just an excellent job. So thank them for what they did. A couple of more pictures just we go through. We've seen that one. So we appreciate Mark Hackle coming to it. Guys, Macomb County Lake. So what those people are basically either a supervisor, I think it's 3 supervisors and 1 mayor, and these are the communities that are on the lakefront, right? So it's Chesterfield, St. Clair Shores, Harrison Township, and New Baltimore, and so he is just basically promoting the water and the bass fishing, as we all know. I mean,
What's it say in the title? I can't read the title.
I'm having trouble reading it too. Can you read it, Dustin? I can't.
His hand's covering the S.
Yeah, Bad Bass Bros.
Bad what?
Bad Bass Bros. I think he's got a little foul word appears like in the middle there, but it's Bass Bros. There you go.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you. All right. So he rolled that out at his Macomb County, State of the County in December. But again, it's promoting Loch St. Clair. We all know it's a top five bass fishing waterway in America, right? I mean, it is unbelievable. They come from all over to fish here for the bass. So he was promoting it with those people. So we thank him. Do we have any more? Again, our representatives who've done well. I mean, just right there, you've got Kevin Urtella. We've got $1 million just recently to help fund the landscaping coming out of Jefferson, and Maya Zong helped us with the $500,000 in the library. I mean, these people are good. Alicia St. Germain, and her husband, of course, whose dad was a St. Clair Shores police officer, deep roots here in St. Clair Shores. So, and then we have Lil Claycomb. We did create a Civic Service Award. It is now called the Claycomb Civic Service Award. That is Lil Claycomb. It says Joe and Lil Claycomb. Joe posthumously died in in July of last year of 2025. And Lil and Joe, over their years of more than 60 years in St. Clair Shores, combined service of 103 years of service. Joe goes back to starting on the school board in 75, an original member of TIFA in 86, and just a number of things. An usher at Lakeshore Presbyterian Church for more than 60 years. Lil Claycomb's been on beautification since 87. Did a fundraiser in 1972 for the St. Clair Shores Public Library. So combined, as I said, 103 years of service. I couldn't imagine a couple or anyone else having that. But as I said all that, you know, we have many, many volunteers who do great work in this community. We just have people just started here who've been working with the Black Knights. They're volunteers to do stuff. So our Green Hornets, I'm an old timer, so Black Knight. Okay, right, Dave? Aren't we old? We're old timers for Black Knights.
To remember.
Yep. So I know we're going to go for the second annual. I know the council we have to do a little work there, how we're going to keep going with this, but a worthy award to Lillian Claycomb. And I know I'm long-winded, so do we have anything else? Are we good? Last one. Oh, and thank you. Ken Cal, who came out, great Shorian. He was better than we thought he would be. He had some great stories. A Shorian, not only a Shorian, but loves Lake St. Clair. That's what actually brought him to the east side. He's on the west side, but just a downriver actually. But Ken Cal, just a fantastic guy. Did a great job for us, and so thank you all for coming and supporting the event. It was great to see, and you know, I think it was just good for St. Clair Shores.
Can we give a big thank you out to the South Lake Bistro kids?
Oh, thank you. Yes, right. So we, you know, again, Barrister Gardens did all of the food, but the desserts came from South Lake. So, and they did a great job. So thank you for reminding me of that. I appreciate that. It's a great personal touch when we ever have a local school do all the desserts. So that was, they did a fantastic job. You saw the cake that they put together. So today, got it all there. Again, thank you for that. With that, I'm all done. I'm long-winded, so motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Moved by Mr. Frederick, supported by Ms. Burgess to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. All opposed. Good night.